Hi all. Yeah, I think with these American diorama figures, it can easily create a scene that looks pretty cool. Obviously, the backdrop itself is not that cool, but if you replace those like actual roads and stuff, tarmac, I think you can easily create a pretty dynamic scene with these figures. Now, this is the RLC drag truck I got. It's the membership model of 2007, one of four different decos for the same drag truck. And this is the what is it, the T1 GTR, so called by Hot Wheels, that came out with the Hot Wheels ID. Both really cool cars, and pretty much the VWT Type 2 T van, T1 van or bus or whatever you want to call it, done in drag racing style. Pretty cool customs from Hot Wheels. So I've been, after getting this model, I've been trying to look for its bigger brother, the famous VW drag bus. One of the first ones that ever came out, designed like all these, like both of these T1s by Phil Reelman, and I've been able to find one. The most recent release that's not an RLC, might be just be the most recent release period, was from 2018, from 50s Favorites, and you know, like I do with eBay most of the time, I try to get the search with as few keywords as possible, so I can get cast a wider net, so to speak. And I found there was one listing that's just called 50s Favorites. How is 50s Favorite 6 through 10, something like that. It was like 3 days to go with no bid. And the starting call was like 7 something, it was like $8 shipping. So I watched that, and when there was still like 24 hours to go, still no bid, so obviously I put down the minimum bid, like $7.20 I think it was, and I won. So yeah, the thing is, I feel like a lot of people are specifically looking for specific castings. For instance, if you say like Hot Wheels 50s Favorites drag bus or gasser, that listing would not be showing up. So I think I got really lucky there. $17 after tax and everything, it's $17 ship, which is an incredible price for 5 premium models, like pretty much any premium models you can think of. And I think this is a very great set. The only ones that I'm missing are the first 5. Let's see what they are. 56 Chevy, 71 AMC Javelin, 60s Ford Econoline pickup, custom 69 VW Squareback, might be interested, as well as the Datsun 510 wagon, I'm interested. So yeah, I think the second 5 are definitely the stronger of the 2 releases, and I'm really happy to get it. So I'm just gonna look at all of these 5 vehicles, starting from number 6. Which is the T1 drag bus, and I'm gonna show you it in pieces, because, well, the VW has a like the drag truck, which has an opening part. The drag bus also has an opening part, and it not only opens but it actually completely comes off. I'm afraid of this a little bit, which is why since I already took it off, I'm just gonna show you like this and then put it on just so you can see. So this is all done in Zamac. This is raw, with the flames added on to just raw Zamac, which is really cool. You can see the huge VW logo up front, as well as the headlight details, really nice. In the back, on the underside, you can see the giant window piece riveted in, really nice. And you can see this. This is what clips onto the base of the model. It's really nice. This is what's called, like, colloquially as the 21 window, because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 on each side, 20, and there's, with the actual bus, there's going to be 1 window on the back, but because it's the way it's done as a drag bus, and with the giant exhaust that you see in a few seconds, there's actually only 20 windows, which is just colloquially known as a 21 window. The normal drag bus only has the 2 windows at the front. Everything else down here will be covered, which I don't have any version of that casting. It would be cool to get. This will be the base, and the base is all fully metal. And the base itself is 3 parts actually. You can see the top metal bit, the bottom metal base, as well as this plastic cab, you can say, at the front. So this piece clips on here. I really don't like the way it does. It just seems like it's easy to make mistakes and all that. You can see that it's not even right now it's like not fully clipped in. It's has a bit of a lean. So I'd probably just try not to move this, even though it has a really cool opening part. I think I'm just gonna try to keep it in place as much as possible. And if you want to compare it to the drag truck, I'm gonna move some of the figures and stuff around. Yeah, this is not really a problem, but this is what you get with the American Diorama figures, because they don't come with a base. It's going to be very, very easy to knock them over. If you compare the drag bus with the drag truck, there's a lot of similarities, but there's also a ton of differences, which is really cool. The drag bus is a little wider than the drag truck, I'm pretty sure. Although looking, I'm not 100% sure. And you just look at a side profile view. When the drag bus came out, I think it probably means the other type of drag bus was more metal covering. When that came out, it was the heaviest casting that Hot Wheels ever did. And even right now, I would struggle to think what casting could possibly be heavier than this piece of beast. Which I think this is really, really cool. And I think I want to put the drag bus behind the drag truck. And I'm just gonna get the T1 GTR back here. Yeah, I think they look really nice, all in profile. Really, really cool Hot Wheels designs. The T1 GTR just looks so small in comparison. It's cute. Yeah, this is what I mostly was looking for. Everything else was a cool bonus. I mean, this thing by itself is probably gonna be pretty close to $17 shipped, so everything else was a bonus pretty much. I'm gonna very, very carefully move the RLC car out of the way, as well as the Hot Wheels ID model. The second one will be the '78 Dodge Little Red Express truck. This is the one that I don't really care about much, to be perfectly honest. It's a really cool truck, and I don't have a lot of premium trucks in my collection because, well, trucks aren't really my thing. But I can never turn it down. Like, it's not. I mean, square body specifically referred to Chevys, sure, I'm pretty sure, but it's pretty much very similar. You can see Dodge Little Red Express truck 50. Yeah, all of these, and you can see the wood paneling effect back here is really nice. So though you can see and you can see with a lot of these 50s favorites, as well as car culture models, sometimes it just looks really whatchamacallit, pixelated. And it's not just showing like that on my shitty phone camera either. It's actually like this in real life, which is a shame, but for the most part it looks good. It's got these plastic stacks, and these were actually reworked in the same year to be a bit less texture, which is a shame. Yeah, really, really cool truck though, nevertheless. And oh yeah, the bed itself is actually painted with some nice details and texture. It's pretty cool. And if you want to do this, something like this, you can as well. You can put figures in on the cab itself. And obviously there's like barrels and boxes and crates you can put on there, but I don't have any. Atomic Limited Vintage, some of those models have them, but I don't. Not too much to say about this, but I'm happy to get it nevertheless. Next up is the famous Chevy Bel Air Gasser, which in and of itself, again, would probably cost a pretty penny. I don't have a lot of connection to the Gasser. It's a really, really cool car, don't get me wrong, just not really my thing. And I like this really pretty one, purple, lavender color. I love it. I like purple and pinkish things. So in my toys and models, it just stands out. Vitusky, obviously Brandon Vitusky, who designed the Bel Air Gasser, as well as the new Big Air Bel Air, which I'm really looking forward to get whenever it hits. big deal El Segundo CA, which is where Hot Wheels is located. And it says Coils, Julian Coils, who does the art. And I'm not quite sure what else it says right here. 50 Hot Wheels, really nice. It's pretty much the same on the other side, except, yeah, the exact same. Really cool. It's basically exactly what you expect. The only problem I have with this car is I'm not the biggest fan of the neon green, neon yellow, neon green top. I'm not sure exactly what it's trying to be. I think if it's all in like this color, I think I will probably like it a bit more. But still, really cool car. This is only my second Bel Air Gasser. Can you believe it? And my first one is this another anniversary. This is this year's what should I call it? Pearl and Gold series, Pearl and Gold, something like that, right? And this one is also in a very nice color. Obviously, it's not really a premium release. It's more kind of like a, I would call it like a basic plus or like a special basic set. I only noticed this before I started filming because I was taking out cars for this comparison. Look how weird and janky this part is. And if you look here, you can see it. Yeah, something happened to the metal piece. It's really interesting, but like for the most part, you can't really tell what's that something is wrong, which is fortunate. Yeah, great looking Bel Air Gasser. Nice to have my first premium Gasser in my collection. Next up is the 69 Camaro. 69 Camaro in this metal flake gold, yellow color. Almost looks gold, hence why I said it. And it's done in the way that makes it look like a convertible with the canvas top up. You can see it says Camaro, and it says something else that I can't make out, and I still can't make out, unfortunately. Nice grille. You can see the there's actually a bit of a painting to suggest light, and painting down here as well. Same paint on the other side with the stripes, as well as the 50 Hot Wheels logo. Backlights. This is only my second premium Hot Wheels Camaro. Oh, by the way, you can see the oversized back wheels. Hot Wheels almost always give their cars. If you're looking for accuracy, obviously Hot Wheels is not the way to go, like I said. But these are really cool models. This is only my second premium Camaro from Hot Wheels, and the first one I have is the 67. And you can see side by side, the 69 is quite a bit larger than the 67, which is accurate, but I feel like this is a little too big a comparison to the 67, and a little too wide. The length difference, I think, is pretty close, but if we take that length difference and use that as a benchmark, it's a little too wide in my opinion. But still, like if you put them next side by side in a display case, they look really nice, and I really love the rims they use for this model. It looks really cool. And finally, last but not least, number 10 is a 1965 Ford Galaxy in a awesome Golf livery. This was actually one of the ones I considered buying quite a while ago. I'm really glad I didn't, because it was selling on Amazon for like $10. Yeah, and this is again, you can really see the pixelation here in the orange, the black, and the white. It feels weird. It's looks good from like a bit of a distance, but if you look at it close, it becomes really weird. It's like you're watching Japanese porn or something. It's like so pixelated. I don't get it. Nice rim, so really nice deco. Golf color is always gonna be popular. 65 signifying the 1965 Ford Galaxy. Cool model overall, and I can see the Golf stripes still going back. It's a bit dirty, so. And the back was the backlights, as you would expect from a proper premium Hot Wheels. So yeah, this is a very nice eclectic brand. Most of them are American cars, but with a few. So that's a Ford. This is a Chevy / General Motors. Another Chevy / General Motors. A Dodge / Chrysler. And a German car, a Volkswagen. So it's a very eclectic bunch. The first set has a Chevy, a AMC Javelin. I think AMC eventually got absorbed by Chrysler, right? That's a Ford for the third one. Number 4 is another Volkswagen, and 5 is a Datsun, the only Japanese car in, well, Nissan Datsun, the only Japanese car in this line. Yeah, like I said, I think the second release is definitely the stronger of the two, and I'm definitely very, very excited to have gotten this set, let alone at this kind of price. But more than anything else, I know this is pretty much a Hot Wheels legend, and one that I've been wanting for a very long time. Bel Air Gas are obviously another legend. Glad to have one in full premium in my collection. So yeah, and again, you can't beat $17. Shit, wow, that's just honestly incredible. So I hope you enjoyed my look at the second release of the 2018 50s favorite set, number 6 to 10. And thank you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye.